Welcome to Grounded Catholicism. This is Cecilia O'Reilly. As we approach Holy Week, we wanted to do something special to enter into the Passion, so we decided to speak about Christ's 7 last words as he hangs on the cross. Today we'll start by talking about the first, but don't worry, we won't leave you hanging. And over the next 7 weekdays, we'll release an episode that discusses one of the 7 last words, ending on Good Friday. Not to transition from something really serious to something silly, but I'm gonna let you in on a little something. Until really recently, I had no idea what Hump Day was. I woke up one morning to a text from my sister, said, "Happy Hump Day!" And I was just like, I just need coffee, then I'll understand that. But later in the afternoon, I got a work email, and my director signs off, "Happy Hump Day!" And I thought, is this a new feast day that I just missed? I went over to my roommate and said, "Do you have any idea what Hump Day is?" She turns around and goes, "You don't know what Hump Day is?" Well, that's a really silly example, granted. Realize we live in an age and a culture that prizes experience and knowledge of all worldly things. It's like the very prized, to the point that even professionally, socially, and personally, we begin to define ourselves by what we know and what we've experienced of the world. Ignorance in any facet of life is frowned upon. But reflecting on Christ's first word as he hangs on the cross, it's in fact our ignorance, not our knowledge, that saves us. Christ, rather than turning it to himself or about himself, he turns it to us and says, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Know not. He calls upon the Father not to show us the severity of a judge that we deserve, but to show us the tender, loving forgiveness and mercy of a Father that we don't deserve, because we knew not the great crime that we were committing by crucifying him. And further, Fulton Sheen talks about Christ's first word, and as he's reflecting on it, he says that true wisdom entails ignorance, not of goodness and truth, but ignorance of evil. In stark contrast to the world that says, know and experience all things. And for it, you'll be better, stronger, wiser for it. But have you ever experienced something bad or sinful that the world told you was good to know about and felt wiser or stronger for it? Have you ever thought, it would be really nice if I could unexperience that or unlearn that because I am weaker for it or blinded for it? Like a university of unlearning? Well, in fact, Christ instituted a university of unlearning evil. That's confession. If you haven't gone this Lent, go during Holy Week and experience that forgiveness that Christ asked for us as he hung on the cross, and unlearn the times you experienced the things of the world. You experienced the bad things of the world and you experienced too much. We're out of time for today, so tune in tomorrow as we go into the second word as Christ hung on the cross. And in the meantime, enjoy life and live for eternity.